Hello, it's Lucifer here. I just bought the E-25, the Tier 7 tank destroyer premium. It goes for 6,700 gold, which is approximately 35 to 40 bucks. I bought the $50 package, which gave me more than enough gold for other things as well, premium time, whichever one you want. It has 360 view range, 700 horsepower, 65 miles per hour, fires 20 rounds per minute with a DPM of 3,380. And we'll get a closer look at the other things. As you can tell, the tank is extremely fast. There's your standard shell damage. There's your standard shell damage is 148. Near penetration is 127. A reload time of 3 seconds, which is awesome. Which not is so awesome is the armor depth of 20 through 80 millimeters and hit points at 830. It's very low profile though, so it shouldn't be a very big issue, especially with the speed it has. It really shouldn't. Mobility 65 kilometers an hour, which I've already went over, 700 horsepower. It has very good concealment without camouflage net, without the crude perks. Even without that stuff, it's still really good. Moving, not so much. Spotting, view range is 360, signal range is 710. The ammo types, well, here, gun first. As you can see, reload time is 3 seconds, aiming time 1.5 seconds, which is good. Max range 720, max elevation 15 degrees, max suppression 8 degrees, which isn't bad. Then we go over to the ammunition. Our standard round. Damage is 101 through 169. Penetration is 113 through 188, which is decent. If you know where to shoot a tank, especially in the side, you can just annihilate somebody with 20 rounds a minute. The ACPR, same damage. Penetration goes up to 146 to 243 millimeters, and is very nice and is very fast. 1,156. Okay, your high explosive. Penetration also, the damage goes up as well, 131 through 219, with a low penetration of 29 through 48 millimeters. Great for lightly armored tank destroyers. And Arty, watch out. Splash radius of 1.6 meters, shell velocity of 925. We'll be getting to some gameplay shortly after this, so stay tuned. As you can see, here's the armor profile. I mean, nothing great, but usually tank destroyer is not. You can see how low profile it is. 8 degrees of gun depression makes this a pretty good ridge warrior. Good at stuff like that. Just thing is to stay unspotted and keep out of the way. But with the max speed of 65, it shouldn't be an issue. The only thing, the drivability of this tank, if you're used to the regular Germans, tank destroyers, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time with that. You Lycan drivers or my favorite, the AMX lights, you're going to fall right into this and be like, yay, you know, it's not going to be a big issue for you for the speed and where you need to be and everything else. Because it almost is like a damn machine gun, 20 rounds a minute. That's like an autoloader without that long reload time. But anyway, we'll be getting to some gameplay shortly after this. I've decided to put an intro into the video. This is my first ever time building an intro. Instead of just giving you just the review, I'm going to tack the gameplay on as well because of the new editing. Well, it's not new. It's Windows Movie Maker, and I figured out how to work it. Yeah, I know, I'm dumb. Yeah. I know some of you other YouTubers out there are probably like, well, I knew how to do it all along. Well, to keep the video short, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Gameplay will be shortly after this. Stay tuned just for a couple seconds. Hey guys, it's Lucifer here with that replay I told you I was going to give you. We're on Erlenberg. Not too bad of a match. Showed a lot of the tank's strong points and also showed some weaknesses. Stick around for just a second while this thing loads. We only got one piece of equipment on it. That's the camo net. I plan on adding the vents and binocular telescopes as well. But for right now, this will do. So I picked a position of FO on the map on Erlenberg. That's usually where I go when I spawn on this side of the map with a tank destroyer, if I'm able to get in position to defend that side. One thing that's different about this match is that, yes, it's a different type of battle where the flag's in the center, and they're not going to be as anxious to get around to this side, but they usually still try, and they do. Like I said, the tank costs about $35–40. I mean, it's not too bad. This is my second time playing it. The first match I played in it, I got completely messed up, completely destroyed, because most times your tank destroyers, like my Jag Panther 2, are a bit heavily armored. This one, I figured out real quick, just like I said in the review, was not. I was took out in a couple shots, and we end up getting close in this one as well. As you can see an OI down there, no black prints and an OI. Got good view range. I took a shot at something, but I missed. I should have been watching over there. I think I blind fired at a tank destroyer that was spotted over there. There's the OI. I put a shot into his track. Does not track him, but he does stop. The second one, I believe, does. He gets a bead on me here in a minute, I believe. And almost one-shots me. 19 hit points out of 830. Now, I don't like the Japanese line because they're too slow, but I think that was a high roll. Actually, he could have killed me. He almost did kill me, but he didn't. So, you know, RNG all the way, baby. And we still spot the OI. We go into a different position and shoot him again because, hey, we owe him a couple. And teams lighting up the map, wanting us on that ridge, wanting everybody on the ridge. Well, blah blah blah. And it'll probably be a good bet, actually. The Tiger P over there, I could have engaged right there out in the open like that, but my focus was mainly on the OI. Our artillery is knocked out, and an OI is a big hunk of hit points that I could just chew on and enjoy the XP and credits from. And Tiger P, being more of a sniper, was not my main concern. Getting that OI pressured and not being, you know, comfortable in that cap position was my, well, there he goes. He just joined his buddy in the cap. I wanted to stop him from getting there. Of course, with a what was this? 183 alpha damage per shot. I knew I wasn't going to land 132 into the T1 heavy. Just track him on the second. Alright, spotted by KB1. The mobility of the tank helped me out amazingly in this. I knew I had this whole side to myself. There are no reds over here. So, repositioned, and I start on him again. I believe up there, yeah. I'm sorry, fellas. It seems like I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but here we go. Land another shot. Missed that shot. Land another shot. I'm spotted. Take one more shot for good measure and move back. I believe it was the Fury that spotted me, and I do not want no part of that. That tree could follow me right now and kill me if that were the case. If trees could fall on you and kill you in World of Tanks, but they can't. So, blah blah blah. All right, we can see somebody else is in the cap with them, which is a horrible idea. They have 3 on cap. Let's see, Black Prince. Y'all can't see it, but he barely had a piece of his track sticking out, and I just started working on it. The accuracy on this gun is amazing. It's not Tiger 2 amazing, but it's amazing. As y'all well know, Tiger 2 is the most, according to Quickie Baby, is the most accurate gun in the game. So I haven't looked up that report myself, but at this point in the game, I could tell that we were fighting a losing battle, and everybody knew that those the tank destroyers, and I think one of our mediums was over there with us. So the last thing I want to do, like my companion over there, is stick around, because they're just gonna wipe the floor with us. And when I first got shot, I thought, well, it's not gonna take much to kill me, which it wouldn't. But I just wasn't gonna just feed them a kill. I was gonna make them fight for it, which, as y'all can see, everybody would. I came over here to get a clearer shot on the flag, and I wanted to play off this ridge a little bit. But in the end, I wanted that right side. I wanted the west, because with the west, I could have done a lot more damage. And I had there's a medium sitting over there. Here, I think about taking a bath, but I don't commit suicide in tanks, so I didn't. No, really, I wasn't thinking about doing it. But anyway, go over here. I know there's 2 tank destroyers sitting over here because, well, that's what tank destroyers do, especially if you spawn on the other side. You want to come over here. Take a shot at one, miss. And that wasn't the tank's fault, that was my fault. I do get time to take a second shot, which I miss. The ammo rack, the medium over there, and I know his days are numbered. My days are numbered. I ended up being the last one alive. There's my buddy, the T1 Heavy I've been picking on, and I still haven't managed to pick him apart, but if I can get him out in the open, I could. But with all these houses and stuff, one thing I did wrong is this Black Prince right here. I did not pay him any mind. I was focused on the T1 Heavy because I spotted him first, and that's the end. I'll show you the in-game stats real quick like, and this will be the end of the video. I was very impressed with this tank, and I think over time you could not too much time, but over a little bit of time you could really have a lot of fun in this tank and actually make great credits with it. Even firing 15 shells, I made 17,859 credits, 536 XP, 6 penetrations, 833 damage, bruiser medal, damage enemy vehicles, modules, injured crew members at least 5 times in a battle. I highly recommend that you pick one of these tanks up if you want. That's not a bad deal. They're actually really nice. I'll bring you more gameplay on these later on down the road. This is my first time making an intro, as I said in the review. I know this video is getting a little long. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe. I'll bring a premium tank a week. No issues there. Alright, thank you guys.